This episode of Death Metal Cast is sponsored by Hymns and Bespoke Post. See more about them later on in the show. Hello. Hello. To the Death Metal Cast.
How do we never intro well?
We always intro perfectly here at the Death Metal Cast, because that's what we do. This is. Hey, I'm Ben. I voiced that Wiz character. Look at these people.
Sam, producer, righty, talkie man.
Who are you?
Christina Parrish.
Hey, that's a good intro.
I'm Chad. I play Boomstick. What happened? Like, you didn't even get a syllable out.
You can tell none of us are healthy.
Tell
Thanks
these
for
people.
horses.
Tell these people, these beautiful people, who you are.
I'm Christina Parrish.
No, like,
what do you do?
who is Christine? Who is?
Christina Parrish. I am a stand-up comedian here in Austin, Texas, and I work at Rooster Teeth, and I made an incest movie.
It's true.
I
Okay, seriously.
get some questions
It's
out of the
an
way.
interesting icebreaker, and she uses it all the time.
Yeah.
I just had a close relationship with my brother.
Yeah. Which is, I think, the best lineup to that.
So, God, we're already here. So,
Did they make an anime version, or was it, inspired
No,
by any you'd
anime's coming
seen?
in 2020.
Okay, yeah.
This year. Wow.
Yeah, anime is
Okay.
huge in 2020.
This is gonna be the big boom over here.
Christina is one of my best friends in the whole world, but when I first met her, when I first met her, I was just like, hey, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm Christina, nice to meet you, and I'm like, oh cool, cool. She's like, I wrote an incest movie.
This is just the opening line.
And I was like, okay.
I had to lead with something.
Realistically, though, like, all fun. How is that process like of like actually releasing a movie? And now it's been what, like a year and a half, maybe?
Yeah, well, people come up to me and tell me their incest stories.
That's cool.
A plus. I don't even have to go to Pornhub. Pornhub.
At me for ideas.
At me.
It's actually a really good movie.
Wait, what is it called?
Call me brother.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, April, I went to the screening, and I was like, so we're gonna go, and like, heads up, Christina wrote this movie about incest, we're gonna go there. And we both walked into that being like, I don't know what the hell we're in for. And then afterwards, we're like, oh, that was a really good movie. Like, what a sweet.
Sweet.
It's got a sweet message.
Kind of. Like,
Kind of.
Yeah.
As sweet as messages
I
get
love to
these
give
days.
no context and just have Chad be like, it's just such a sweet movie. I loved the incest movie.
So if you want to check out a very sweet movie about fucking your brother,
oh, God.
potentially, you can check out.
Or
Also, if you're looking
Call
to
Me Brother,
distribute-
or anything on Pornhub, any of them.
That's fair.
It's a fucking hot topic.
I should upload it to Pornhub.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I need to know.
If you guys are in distribution, she's currently looking for someone to distribute the movie. So.
Yes, and Pornhub, I'm looking at you.
Preferably a family company.
Family. Keep it in the family.
Oh my
That's
God.
what they say.
Call me sister.
Is that going to be the upcoming
That's
sequel?
gonna be the
2021 after the anime? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we are the Death Metal Cast. We will talk about Death Metal a little bit, but we are sort of between seasons, so
yeah.
whatever the fuck happens here, happens here.
Yep.
But I will briefly mention, as we've been talking about, the first episode of Season 7 does premiere in 2 weeks, which is crazy. That is Miles Morales versus Static from Static Shock. And it's going to be one hell of a good episode, I think. Things have been coming together really well. This is actually the first episode written by one of our researchers, Ultra Guy, Matthew Jones. He kind of stepped into a writer's role, which is really awesome. Did a fantastic job with it. So please check that out in 2 weeks, and then it's going to be fun.
Yep.
And we also got RTX coming up, right?
Yes.
And in like
absolutely.
several months, but...
Maybe Christina, you can do a showing of Call Me Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know what RTX is, it's the convention that Rooster Teeth puts on every single year in Austin, Texas. It is July 4th weekend. It's an absolute blast. Basically, it's a chance for like us to get to hang out with the community. We usually put on some panels and do some stuff. And what I want to let you guys know about is early bird tickets go on sale starting Friday the 17th. you absolutely, if you want to come to RTX, which you should, this is the 10th year of RTX. You don't want to miss it. We have a bunch of really, really cool stuff planned. Get your tickets early when they're cheaper. So you can go to rtxevent.com and pick up your tickets starting Friday, January 17th. I know so we'll have a death battle panel, as always. And I know there's talks about potentially doing some cooler stuff with Death Battle on the floor. It's not officially ironed out yet, but you should definitely come out and see
First
that.
I've heard of this.
And also, we always play the fun game of when our panel is scheduled, which is great because, see...
Well, we know when it will get scheduled. It will get scheduled for like a dog shit time slot, and then we'll have to change it.
But what's great...
That's our tradition.
It is, but my
It's like, hey guys, that's Sunday at 4 a.m. sound. It's like, how about no? Like,
but what's great is we do get put on Sunday a lot. But even if it's on Saturday, see, fun fact about Sam: whenever we're out at a convention, Sam has one night of fun in him, just one, because Sam can drink a single beer and be hungover. And so what happens a lot is like we'll be on some panel or something, or we'll go out and we'll end up getting a little drunk. And then Sam comes rolling in to the Death Battle panel in full Sam hangover mode, which is like, it's sunglasses on, he's leaning backwards, like just the force of him walking, the wind is pushing him back. And yet...
yeah, I mean, like I can hold my alcohol, not my hangover. That's the curse. It's like I can drink all night long and then die the entire next day or two. Like, it hangs over. So.
That's these, I have like...
Sucks.
I'm proud to say that Sam, you and I, we have never missed a panel.
Oh, no,
But we sure
never.
as fuck have done some panels hungover.
I've walked out wanting to throw up before.
Oh,
Yeah.
and here's the thing: is I've seen you just like absolutely like wrecked. No one on this planet can beat what you and Max went through last RTX.
Yeah.
You had to do that panel.
Woo, we
I remember running into y'all. Yeah.
I don't.
yeah.
I don't remember a
You're
goddamn
trash.
thing.
Yeah.
Me and Max got so drunk at RTX at the after party that I made out with a woman. I had sex with her first time.
I didn't think we were going there, but all right, cool.
I mean, that's the RTX experience.
It was.
Marketing's gonna be like, what are you doing? Like,
I made out with her in front of all my coworkers against a pole at a party. I wake up in full hangover. It's maybe like 5 a.m. I don't know how I got home. I was wandering the street and Max found me, thank God. And then I wake up with this woman in my face, beautiful woman, and then we just bang one out. And then I go to sleep and I wake up in a, and I'm like, oh shit, me and Max have to go play a goddamn video game. So we go and we're in the same outfits as the night previous.
What
No,
was your
you.
panel?
You had to change your shirt because
Oh,
when you woke up,
Oh yeah, I had to change my shirt because I apparently threw up all over myself.
she's just like, I woke up and I had
Pre
pink
or
liquid on my
post
shirt,
bang?
but I don't remember drinking anything pink.
Pre or post bang? You don't
who's
know?
to tell?
That's tough.
And then we do a
Was
panel.
she gone in the morning?
No, she was there. She was like, something must have happened. I was like, we're drunk and so drunk.
So, well, you came out with me, and that's what, right? You were with me when we ran into Christina, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So we're on our way back before, and Christina is just sitting out back smoking, and she just looks like she's been run over by a fucking truck.
Oh, yeah.
And so as we're walking up, she just looks up at me. She just goes, "Oh, I've got some stuff to tell you." And then I'm like, "You okay?" And she's like, "I am so hungover." And so we did. You guys had the RT Life panel.
Yeah, I made my guardian go find me some sunglasses, and I didn't care whose they
They
were.
gave you a guardian all to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking. Oh, you're lucky.
It sounds pretty nice.
It was.
Yeah, we
it was
never get
nice.
shit.
Yeah.
They give us one to Chad, and we're supposed to like share Chad. Like they give Chad one, and they're like, Chad's gonna help them, and we're like, okay, you sure?
Yeah, it was brutal.
Oh, it was great. But yeah, like, God, like we've gone out drinking a lot. I've never seen you that bad.
I
ever.
don't
Like,
think I've ever been that worse off since.
But you did that panel. You had fun, and then afterwards we went outside. We were
And I
sitting on
was
the balcony.
shaking.
Yeah, she's just like,
And my guardian's like, "Do we need to like go to the hospital?" I'm like, "No, cop."
Fucking Nork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if that doesn't convince you to go sign up and get your badge for RTX, I don't know what will.
I was not expecting you to go right to that part. I
Well,
figured you would admit
it's
it.
my RTX story.
One year I got so drunk that like a guardian found the responsibility in me. They were like, "This man needs my fucking help." Like that, and that's kind of my goal. Like at future RTX is like, if I'm gonna drink, I'd like to get drunk enough for somebody to be like, I need to be there for him. Like, because that's really the
Sam,
goal.
That was the night that I got too drunk after because we had back-to-back drinking panels, and then when I realized I couldn't play Third Strike, like thank God, like that deep down part of me was like, you can do this, you can play this game in your sleep. If you can't play that now, something's very wrong. Like, go to your room, which I did. And then I find out the next day, Sam goes out with some friends and fans, and somebody gives him a donut, and he can't hold it because he's so drunk. So he has one of the people with him hold the donut in a bucket and carry it around with him.
Yeah, I think it was Ashley, the guardian, and she's super sweet. I see her every year. She's such a nice person. Mad ups to her for holding my donut. We got kicked out of the parking lot of the
How do you
hotel.
get kicked out of a parking lot?
That's where they kick you out too.
Apparently, I was like trying to start like totem fights where we were being totems and fighting. Like,
Well, like on his shoulder?
yeah, like on each other's shoulders, we were trying to fight. Like, I don't remember a good part of it. Other people could probably tell you the story better than I could. But yeah, we got kicked out of the parking lot of the hotel, I guess. Yeah.
Sucks. That's great though.
But I do say RTX is not all about drinking. There's tons of fun stuff to do. I'm trying to save this. There's a lot of panels, things to see on the expo floor. It's just great. Honestly, like just the community getting together is really fun.
Well,
Lots of
clearly,
fun to
if there's anything to learn from this, the Guardians are badass.
Oh,
Yes.
the Guardians
Oh,
are
the
incredible.
Guardians-
Absolutely.
I think that's pretty clear.
They're the saving grace of RTX.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't actually run very well without them.
Yeah.
Half of us would probably be dead at this point, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah, well, Sam and I vowed after that never to do back-to-back drinking panels. Like it,
That was rough.
and that was we had the death battle panel the next morning.
Yeah.
And that was when you looked like you'd been murdered. Hey, we're all still here. Drink responsibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because we were doing that stupid Barrio Kart, and we were doing fucking
And then
glass bottle shiners.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Still to this day, I was telling this story the other day.
That's-
One of the most impressive things I've ever seen was Craig during that panel. I cannot, also the fact that we didn't get in trouble for this still blows my mind. But if you haven't
Should
played,
we be talking about
I'm
that?
going to, whatever.
Okay.
So, first of all, we're not supposed to have glass. And for the don't
In the convention center.
Yeah, in the convention center or alcohol. But we showed up and we have glass bottles of beer because the thing is you have to slam a beer before you can finish the whole race for Mario Kart. That was the panel. And so Craig's just like feeling it, and also like Craig has a pretty low tolerance, right? But he's slamming them, and he starts hucking. First, it starts with like a gentle toss of a beer straight into the trash can.
What happened
And then-
was he got NBA Jam on fire, and like that confidence took him to a new level because he was throwing them off stage in the trash can. He made 3 and was like, "I'm on fire." And he turns around, he's like, "Motherfuckers!" and started fucking nailing them from like way too far away. It was wild.
It was legitimately
We were all
crazy.
like, "No, Craig, no!" It's like he hit him in the sky, like throwing him up, and we were like, "I can't see it, the lights," and then we'd just go in, and we were like, "What?" Like,
One
it was
time,
crazy.
the trash can was on the other side of the stage. He walked over to the edge. There's a beer bottle down. He just picks it up and threw it like over his head. Didn't even look, and it fucking sinks in the trash can perfectly. And I'm like, my God, what is happening? We're witnessing a miracle.
He was
And then he almost
NBA
killed
Jam
me.
on fire. It occasionally happens in real life. I had it over Christmas break. It was insane. I got on fire. It's never happened in my life. And then like I was just making ludicrous shots I could never make. Like I was bouncing shit off the wall into the trash can. It happens occasionally. You get on
Flash
fire.
everywhere.
It was crazy. And the crowd was loving it. Like everyone was just losing their minds every time he made one. And then he almost killed me because. Do you remember that, Sam?
Not really. I was very, very drunk at that point.
So we're on this big stage and everyone's walking around and chaos is happening and Craig's just doing this like. And one time he decides to. Well, he's done a lot of lob shots. So he picks one up and turns and overhand hucks it right as I turn around and take a step forward, and this beer goes like right in front of my face and goes straight into the trash can. And oh my God, he would have knocked me the fuck out. Like if I had one more step further, you would have watched Craig on stage just whip a beer bottle into my head.
Which probably would have been a great panel. Like, it sucks for you, but
Was that near the end of the panel?
it would have been fun.
It was like midway to the end.
Yeah,
Would
it
have
was
been a great
right
ending.
before
We just ended it there.
It was like right before the finals started, I think.
Yeah,
we
it's
had,
probably
the
Thursday when
lineups.
that part happened. Yeah,
I mean, he's got to win, Mario Kart somehow.
It was fucking crazy. But I remember after that, I was like, we're gonna get in trouble. It's like we had glass, booze, and Craig was throwing it in front of a live audience.
But if all of them landed in the trash, then nobody
Yeah,
knows.
It was
amazing.
safe, but no, it shouldn't have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking back now and just like, why did we have glass bottles? We could have easily had cans of beer.
Somebody bought them.
When someone buys
Also, why were we
Like, what else
slamming
is-
Shiner Bach?
I don't know, but
Like,
since then I don't drink Shiner anymore.
really?
Yeah, I can't.
I
It's
consider it.
just gross to me after
Like, I
slamming.
mean, we're fucking slamming beers. We should have been Shotgun and Lone Star or some shit. Like,
Yeah, not Shiner. Ugh.
this, just heavy and
But that's what made it extra challenging.
yeah.
And there's a lot of burping.
Yeah. Well, you got to play for all the non-drinkers. You got to play Waterio, where you chug a can of sparkling water and then play it. It makes you burp, and it's actually super uncomfortable because you're like, oh, while you're not like. Please, no one take a screen capture of that. Oh.
I need to do it again. Just in case you missed the first one. Also, who'd have thought?
Can we get a
Christina was
close-up
coming
on
in with
that?
the silver player advice?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so I think we have pitched RTX to them rather well.
early bird special this Friday, 17th. RTXevent.com. Please sign up so that I can say that what we talked about was effective and we don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And please don't do any of that. These are not your role models for
No,
today.
we're not. No, we're not.
Okay, I think. None. You have something to say?
Oh, someone in the chat earlier, I saw them. It says, join stream, sees Chad, leaves. Thank you.
Oh shit, that's good.
All right, let's move on to middle segment.
But before the middle segment, I want to talk to you a second about hymns. I'm sure you guys have heard us talk about hymns a little bit before and how they're helping guys look and feel their best. If you haven't yet, it's time to see what they're all about. Specifically today, we're going to talk about hair loss. So this was a stat that kind of freaked me out the first time I saw it, which is 66% of men start to lose their hair by age 35. And once you've noticed thinning hair, it can be too late. So is that hairline slowly starting to move backwards? Are there any bald spots? The best way to prevent more hair loss is to do something about it while you still have some. And the solution is forhims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. So I got a chance to hop on with the founder of Hims early on, and we had a good chat about kind of the motivations for why they started this company. And a lot of it is because some of these issues can be embarrassing, and people don't want to go out and talk to people, and when they're talking about this stuff. So they came up with this solution. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat hair loss. They offer well-known generic equivalents to name brand prescriptions to help you keep your hair. There's no snake oil pills or gas station supplements. These are prescription solutions backed by science. There's no waiting room, no awkward in-person doctor's visits. You just answer a few quick questions, and then a doctor can he will review and can prescribe you. And the products are then shipped directly to your door. So Dive into 2020 hair first right now. Our viewers can get started with their first month free. Go to forhims.com/cast. That's forhims.com/cast. Quick disclaimer: prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid if prescribed. 3-month minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. See their website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's forhims.com/cast. Thanks, Hims.
Christina, what's your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Is it? Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
No.
Sam's favorite, he keeps on reserve.
The C word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna say it?
Well, I'll say cunt, but like, you gotta. Like,
This is a family-friendly program.
no, it's not.
But fuck is a very versatile word.
Yeah, fuck is versatile. Like, it's just, like, I want to say the C word's my favorite one. It's just like, it's one you hold back so it has panache. In like, I don't know. I wish I could hold back a better word, but I feel like it's also last fetch. And now it's lost its appeal, like having dated an English woman for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Like in like all of her Irish friends, like if you go out drinking with the Irish people, that's like every other word. It's wild. Like you're just sitting there, there's like, oh, you little cunt, like, and then they hear we went out to the bar, met some people, and like a good friend of her was like, she said something, she was like, hi, how you been? It's like, nice, whatever, said something funny, and then he's like, oh, you funny cunt. And I was like, what'd you call my girlfriend? She was like, ah. I'm like, I guess whatever, this is how it works
You
now.
just raised your hand.
Like, I don't know,
What'd you call my girlfriend?
I can't imagine you fighting anyone.
No, I never gave a shit. I just decided to nodded like, I think she's funny. But, like, I don't think I can call her that, but still, you got to keep it on reserve so it has panache.
Right.
He intentionally did that for a long time, and it was great because then I knew Sam was real serious. If he dropped, he's like, oh, he just drops that C word. I was like, oh,
Here we go.
it means so much more.
No, fuck has that like you could say it like to your boss, you know, like, fuck, man, sorry, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a professional environment,
But here,
but here. Oh, fuck, man, I'm so sorry. Definitely have said that.
Is it to let them know you're sorry, sincere?
Yeah,
adds
it's like
sincerity.
the fuck is like, I'm a fuck up. That's what I do. I fuck up. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's how that works. I just like fuck because you can use it in almost every situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's like literally, it's
versatile.
just pretty much like a proper noun. Like it can be.
It's a
fuck.
verb, it's
Yeah,
a noun,
like
it's an
everything.
adjective, it's
You
an
be like, I
object.
fucking love you.
I think like the hyphenated motherfucker too, like because it is literally everything. Like anything's a motherfucker. Huh?
we're so getting
We make money off this show?
a little bit.
That's what the sponsors are for.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're gonna love this one.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
I just realized that because we put these in right before the middle segment, we're gonna have a sponsor read, and it's literally gonna come to you saying, "So, Christina, what's your favorite curse word?" And she's like,
Yeah,
"Fuck."
but-
We'll just
hopefully-
insert like 30 seconds of black.
to
right
that-
there. That'll be fine.
Up to that point, the sponsor will watch it, see their ad, and be like, "Yeah, that was fine," and close out the tab. So we're fresh. The next
we're
one,
fucking
the
fresh.
second sponsor, which I think I know who it is, but I don't want to say it in case I get it wrong.
Wait, Subway, eat fucking fresh.
No, don't do other brand endorsements. This is how we get in trouble.
Hell, Hims, Bespoke, hit us up for this
Christina's
make
not
goods,
sponsored
I
by
guess.
Subway and
Like,
and Disposal.
Just
Thank you.
substitute RTX for whatever.
yeah, we're
RTX, eat fucking fresh.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
Just do a bad dub.
Yes.
Okay.
You did.
Okay. So, we've got a community death battle later on, but I wanted to bring it up now because I believe we have an actual death battle to throw down here.
What?
You're a big fan of The Office, correct?
Huge fan.
Sam
Don't think it's that great.
has some issues.
What?
Yeah. I just don't think, like, I think seasons
No,
like...
you are.
No. I think 1 through 3 is good, but...
You're not even getting into the meat of it.
Oh, no. I hate the later seasons. They're awful. When fucking, like, Andy and Kimmy Schmidt show up, like, it's fucking rough. And also, like, fuck Michael Scott, awful character. Just, it's hard to watch because of Michael Scott. Like, there are some brilliant moments in it. The whole, like, fire drill and shit is, like, classic comedy gold, but, like...
That's not even the best episode.
What's the best episode, then?
Okay, one of the best episodes, okay, everybody knows the dinner party episode. It's one of the famous, biggest episodes where Michael Scott and Jan get into it.
Oh, yeah, with his, like, tiny-ass plasma TV on the wall.
And she throws a Dundee at it. Mm-hmm. One of the best episodes because and then the other one is...
Well, that's
when he
only
fell
good
into the
because
koi
they
pond.
make you feel bad for a character you've hated for, like, 2 seasons.
Oh, God. But you don't hate him.
You're not supposed to hate Michael?
Michael is so lovable. He's like
No,
so
he's
flawed.
not. He's a fucking buffoon.
Yeah, but he's flawed, but he's so funny. He's like
not
one of the
flawed
best
or
characters.
funny. The only
you?
humor that's derived from him is laughing at him.
That's
the point.
that's the point.
But that's not he is funny.
But he is kind of funny in the fact that you're laughing at him, but you're laughing at him so much that inherently he keeps becoming funny because he keeps being funny to laugh at.
And also his delivery is great.
I am suing you.
Oh yeah?
How could you hate The Office? Oh my God.
I just think like the Jim and Pam arc is fucking great. Like that's awesome.
Eat my whole ass. That is like the worst part of The Office. The Jim
Why?
and Pam, yes, that is what kept the season going. Or the seasons rather. But those characters are, I've watched The Office like 25, 30 times, rewatched the whole thing. I could care less for Jim and Pam. They're not very funny people. They kind of come off as snobs.
You like Jim.
Well, Jim's
But
funny.
I'll masturbate to Jim. But
Well, good to
rub
know.
one out.
Did you watch Jack Ryan for that reason? Or just like
Well,
you know, literal?
I watched A Quiet Place
Quiet Place.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was the issue.
instead and had a silent moment. Or rather a loud one.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was not a quiet place for Christina. Real
He
talk.
actually, for Christmas, he got me a pillow that had Jim's face on it.
It's a
from
flip.
The
It's a
Office.
flip sequin pillow, and I intentionally put all the sequins down so it looked like I just got her like a blue throw pillow, and then I was just like flip it up, and it's a nightmarish collage of like 100 faces of Jim Halpert from the.
Oh, not even just one.
No,
It's just
it's a shitload of them. It's awful.
So what I would say is that The Office is great. And one of the best characters is Dwight Schrute. He is prime time. Him
See-
and Creed. Whew.
Creed
and
is very
Meredith.
fucking
And
okay.
Meredith.
Creed and Meredith are probably my 2 favorite characters in this, like especially Creed because
Because how much are you paying for worms? You're paying
Yeah.
way too much for worms.
yeah, he's no good. He's
Yeah.
like he's kind of like Frank from Always Sunny, like in that sense that like he's always got a guy. Like he's just so conniving and like weird and like.
Also,
schemy.
it's like he kind of like in some episodes you think that he actually murdered someone. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you
'Cause he
think
shows
he's
up in
the
Never Never
strangler or whatever? Yeah. Yeah.
But honestly, like, do you really feel that way? Do you really?
I just think in comparison to like
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, if you look at single camera like sitcoms, you look at
Oh, are you okay?
Parks and
Mr.
Rec
Film school.
and I didn't if you look
It
at like
was homeschool.
Parks and Rec
So, like-
and like 30 Rock and stuff, like it just doesn't hold up. Even when you go back to like 3 camera sitcoms like Frasier, fucking claps cheeks all over The Office.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, Frasier.
Frasier is my Office.
Oh,
I've seen-
fuck you, fuck you, Frasier.
Yeah.
Oh, eat my entire asshole with some fucking corn. Frasier sucks. I will say it. Frasier sucks.
Okay.
Sucks.
Why don't you like Frasier though?
Because it's meant for old people who could relate to rich estates?
No, I think that's the thing about Frasier. I think like everybody who doesn't like Frasier thinks it's like a snooty show for snooty
because they're
assholes.
right.
No, but it's just a satire of that lifestyle.
Oh, it's so funny.
I mean, you like laughing at people being like that aren't
I
even
like
funny.
laughing at people who have terrible lives that are not terrible lives that are going nowhere.
Well, okay,
quickly.
I think that's the difference between these two shows because if you look at The Office, you can watch it and feel good about yourself because their lives are really shit. And so you don't feel so bad about yours, and I'm not speaking you specifically, just like that's why people like it. No, I'm just saying in general, that's why people like it. But on the other side, Frasier's a show where you look at people like much wealthier and better off than you, and it's still shit, so it doesn't feel so bad.
Yeah, but
Hey, but don't forget the uncultured dad and his uncultured dog to just really round things.
The dog is very cultured, actually.
I can't believe that you would say Frasier is better than The
Oh,
Office. The Office
by fucking league. Like, The Office is just
is your fucking problem. Who?
a poorly written cash
Who
cow in
fucking
comparison.
murdered this guy's family? What? Who are you?
I mean, I just like, and I don't think The Office is a bad show. I just don't care for it very much.
Well, you're part of the.
I do think Michael Scott is a bad character, and I hate watching everything he's in. Every scene with him feels like physically painful because he's such a fucking nuisance.
Man, I was hoping you two, like, I feel like you guys could have been friends,
Well,
but
this
like,
is-
you have
this
really
is
fucked
it.
this up.
It's over now.
This is fucked.
Crossover 4, Sam sucks. Sim Fighter, I like MASH. What's happening in the chat right now?
That's just good.
Frasier is for boomers.
I mean, so is The Office.
But Kelsey Grammer's a monster.
Oh, well, we're not taking people's shit from outside the show and bringing it in.
Well,
are we?
all the people from The Office outside of the show aren't nightmares.
But
Yeah,
What, like-
that's where I caught you. Caught.
Yeah, that's-
you done got caught.
I think I got
the
caught
fish
on that
got
one,
on the
too.
hook.
But like with that, we're looking at the show.
Yeah, we're looking at the show. It's by funny people, and it's
Can't-
funny.
Can
What do
we
you-
at least agree that Parks and Rec is better?
No, no.
Is there like a close
Okay, I will
second
side
for
on
you?
with you on that one.
What?
The Parks and
better
Rec
than
is
Office.
better.
I am also going to say that I like
Yeah.
Parks and Rec more than the
Parks' League's better than Office.
I'm in hell.
I don't get like what's your favorite singular joke
Okay,
from The Office?
So Michael falls into a koi pond. Jim tells him people are making fun of him in the office, and Jim says, and Michael's getting sensitive, and Jim says, all you got to do is own it. So own what they're saying to you. So Michael goes out. He goes, I fell into a koi pond. Walk much, am I right? And then he goes, during school, the cheerleaders used to throw me into the freezing lake over and over again. It happened 3 years in a row. I just got a new phone. 5 friends couldn't even think of them. I don't even have Jan's numbers. I hate her. And then he starts feeling really bad about himself, and it's so funny. Shut up!
That's a sad moment.
That's the thing, though.
But it's
this
hilarious.
is like I can't watch The Office and laugh at Michael. I can only watch that scene and feel bad for him.
That
I
is-
think that's like just a thing. Like, I don't think.
Did you find empathy?
It's not
Specifically for
empathy.
Michael Scott.
It's
Like,
not,
yeah,
it's
this
not
is- this is-
empathy. It's like embarrassment. Empathy.
You cringe, is what it
Yeah,
is. You
yeah,
cringe at you.
yeah. But like, I don't like that word very much. But
That is what
Okay.
it's called.
you and your, I'm gonna
Right.
stick with my fucking boomer shows. You can have your
It's-
millennial words.
What?
But
It's not even a millennial show.
no,
is
it's definitely a like low key boomer show. But that
Wait,
doesn't
The
matter.
Office?
Yeah,
It's not a low key.
yeah, it is. Half the comedy derives from fucking talking to HR. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we got
Fucking broadcasting.
I think that was
Like,
Michael.
So, I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying I can't watch Michael Scott and laugh at him. I just feel bad for him. And so, like, for me, The Office is a tough show to watch.
I'm a very big fan of physical comedy, and I will say my favorite joke in The Office. First of all, you gotta love the Jim Dwight pranks, right?
Yes.
The one that just fucking killed me was when Dwight walked in and his entire desk is gift wrapped. And he just does the pranks are getting old at this point. Oh, ha, you gift wrap my entire desk, whatever. And he sits on it and it collapses because he just put the frame of shit and it wasn't actually his. I fucking laughed so hard I was crying.
Kevin with the chili? Come on. Classic.
Kevin with the Chili is another one where you just fucking feel bad for him. Like, you feel so bad for him.
Okay, so now I'm so confused as to what kind of comedy you even like. You don't want to feel
that
bad
might
for the
be
characters?
why because like when that happens to people
wanna
that
watch
aren't like
Frasier,
life,
Kelsey
well, yeah, because
Grammer.
life isn't going their way in that show, so I feel bad for him. Like when
is amazing.
Frasier has a bad time, like he's a rich piece of shit. I can laugh at him.
Well,
Here's what's so weird to me, and because I'm gonna give you this information. You love Frasier, which I feel is on the polar opposite spectrum of the fact that, like, when we were growing up, you fucking loved Tim and Eric.
I still love Tim and Eric.
And Tom goes to the mayor, or Tom
Yeah.
goes to the mayor, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more of that comedy there than there is in The Office.
Those two shows exist in my mind on the complete opposite of the comedy spectrum.
yeah, Frasier and Tim and Eric,
Yeah.
those are very different.
Yeah, of course
Big day
they are.
for you to learn that.
Well, I've always known that they're very different, but like I think what you're laughing at changes between.
But Tim and Eric is
think,
cringy.
I think I kind of get where
Yeah.
you're going for, Sam, though. Like, it's easier to laugh up, like it's somebody who is in a higher
Yeah.
position rather than somebody who's in a lower position.
We're
Like
getting deep.
if
think that you
if a
guys
lady in a wheelchair falls down some stairs, okay, that I guess that is kind of
That
funny.
is
But
funny.
Oh my
it's not,
God!
It's not something that you want to laugh at.
Okay, all right.
Ben out of left field with that.
It's not something you want to laugh at. Whereas
Yeah.
if an old rich guy in
Yeah,
a wheelchair
or-
falls down some stairs, it's funnier.
Like if fucking Usain Bolt trips, like that's a little bit funnier than you know, a downtrodden person tripping because like they're fucking supposed to be really good at this.
It's like that fucking Mitch Hedberg joke. If you had a friend who was a tightrope walker and they fell off the curb, that would be unacceptable.
Yeah, it would.
I think I think laughing at people who are relatable is funny.
I think laughing with people who are relatable at people who are too good for themselves, who think their shit doesn't stink, is like the best of both worlds, and that is what Frasier's about. You're with the everyman cast laughing
I
at
can't
these
believe I'm
fucking
having a
expensive nitwits.
conversation with someone who who would consider Frasier to be some of comedy gold. Do you
Yeah.
live under a rock?
Okay, wait. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Are your eyes sewn shut? Is
I haven't-
your brain off? Is your dick tucked in and playing around with your fucking intestines?
How else do you
That-
tickle your tummy? What? Like,
I am so shocked. I've never
How
heard
about this
anyone
one,
in the
though?
history of comedy
I haven't
saying
watched.
Frasier is way better. It's so funny. Never heard that.
I haven't watched The Office since it finished. Like, what was that? Like 6-8 years ago.
Yeah, it's been 10 years.
When was the last time you watched Frasier?
I watched Frasier maybe 2 years ago.
The whole thing.
No, just an episode.
Just
you know
an
why?
episode.
Because I couldn't get through it because it was terrible.
Will you rewatch Frasier if I rewatch The Office and we can come back
Yes.
with opinions?
Yes.
Because I think you're missing a lot of comedy.
No,
gold in
I
Frasier.
think you're missing a lot.
And I might be. I'm willing to accept that, and I'll
And
come
I
back
know
to the table and be like,
there's
"You're
no
right. This show is
comedy.
very good." Like,
I know there's no comedy in Frasier, so I look forward to
There's
sitting
plenty
and just
of comedy.
dead-eyeing the screen.
how many seasons of The Office?
There are like 22?
What, seasons of The Office?
No. There's not just 10.
There's 9, right?
There's- Oh, I guess
Okay.
because they did 10 years, so it is 10. So
Okay.
sorry.
Well,
I listen to their podcast, Office Ladies.
Frasier's 11. They also have a podcast
Called I'm Stupid
No, they
and Dumb.
don't. There's a podcast about Frasier if you want to like see
I'm
some
old
inside.
and crippled and my dick doesn't work.
No,
Is that what it's
Talk
called?
salad and scrambled eggs. It's Kevin
It's called
Smith.
Scrambled
Kevin
Eggs.
Smith does it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I still think you're combative about it, which shows me how much you love The Office, which means I should probably take another look at it. Cause
Look at him
probably
trying to think. Look at this. He's trying to get
Yeah.
that moral high ground now. He's trying to get that.
Oh
sympathy
yeah,
from it.
you're trying to be like.
I'm the
trying to be a-
fucking moral Obi-Wan right now.
Shut up.
Well,
Okay,
Well, then-
you watch The Office, I'll watch Frasier.
Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
The whole thing.
also he's not.
I'll watch the
fucking with you.
whole-
He does really consider
I will.
Frasier to be like one of the.
Oh, it's comedy
I
gold.
know, and I could tell that, and I'm mad about it.
I think you'll realize there is more to the show, and I'll probably rewatching The Office as more of an adult. Like, I'll probably get a lot more out of it. Like, I think 10 years ago when I finished it, I wasn't like trying to look at comedy
10
and
years-
like find it. Like, I was just like watching a show and being like, huh. So now I can probably appreciate more of it.
And I will watch Frasier.
To be honest, minus the
2BH.
first TBH, sorry, let me
TBH.
speak your language. You can probably just watch the first episode and then skip the first season.
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
a great endorsement for a show.
Well, I mean, I think it's the same thing as like, honestly, I don't think The Office first season is its strongest season.
But I would still watch it, and I am
Okay.
actually
Well,
currently
then watch
just
the first
watched
season.
it.
I mean, I'm there with Frasier. I'm on season 10 of 11 for probably the like 15th time or some shit.
You know what? You watch The Office, have a jolly old time because it's gonna be funny, and my thoughts are gonna echo in your brain while you're sitting alone.
Yeah.
And your girlfriend left you. And your apartment is getting evicted.
That's a
and
house.
Oh, you have a house. No wonder you like Frasier. And
I don't own it. I rent, but
I will watch the Frasier and
The Frasier.
and let you know my thoughts. I'll watch all of it,
okay.
and we can reconvene.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We will have a sequel to this where
Oh,
we.
God.
Now,
Okay,
Frasier does have 53 more episodes than The Office, so I don't know if you want to.
No, I will dive in. I want to see what Frasier. His
There's-
endorsement
There's
so strong.
there's a lot of comedy gold in Frasier.
Oh, I can't wait. Never heard that one before. Literally.
All right.
All right.
We will reconvene to continue this conversation in a later
Conman
date.
42. Everyone loves Raymond is the best though all time.
Okay, I think we
Okay,
can
I
agree.
can agree
This
on
guy,
that.
no, that guy's an asshole. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Let's just go to the death fucking community death battle.
All right, it is time for the community
Oh,
death battle.
Faulty Towers fucks though. That's true.
Hey, real quick before we pit The Office against Parks and Rec, let me tell you about one of our sponsors, Bespoke Post. This winter, start a new routine to upgrade your everyday life with a monthly box of awesome from Bespoke Post. That's right, the box of awesome. They're back, baby. Bespoke Post sends guys only the best stuff every month. From style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear, it's got everything you need. So whether you're looking to commemorate an occasion with a champagne saber, heck yeah, or toast perfectly aged winter cocktails, Box of Awesome has you covered. But maybe you don't know what you want. They also got you covered with that. So all you gotta do to get started is take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. I actually did this. It's really simple, really easy, not intimidating at all, I swear. Like, it's an awesome product and an awesome little quiz to help you really figure out what you need, what you want. Not everybody knows, you know, and that's okay. Box of Awesome, again, has you covered. There's even some cool new boxes that have awesome names like Weekender, Glistened, and Forged, which is a knife collection. I actually got one of those knives. It's like a cool blue Damascus knife. It's really neat. And if you're looking for lady stuff, they've got that too. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com, and your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime. And each box only costs $45, but has over $70 worth of stuff inside. So, to get started, get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code BATTLECAST at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com. Code BATTLECAST for 20% off your first box. Thanks, Bespoke Post. Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Dwight
Oh my
Schrute
God, that is a
versus Ron
disturbing
Swanson.
image.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
We're good, okay. Now,
Oh God.
as always with the community death battle, we're just gonna talk some shit about these characters, but we also let you
Ron,
guys
that's
let us
my
know
vote.
who you think should win and why. So let's go ahead and bring up the answer for Dwight from Smash Bros. 67, who says,
69 was taken.
I guess.
Really?
Dwight wins. While Ron is probably stronger, Dwight has a gigantic arsenal, taser, nunchucks, crossbow, etc. Is a brilliant tactician, even using his enemies' fears against him, and a master of disguise. Dwight beats Ron, and Bears beat Battlestar Galactica.
I assume that's a
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that, like, is he really a brilliant tactician?
Yes.
How? Because he's fooled by Jim constantly, and Jim is just an everyman prankster.
So you can say that, but at the end of the day, Dwight, even though he shot a gun off in the office, and he has a disguise for everybody in the office, he still becomes the manager of the office at the end of the day. So
That's more
and that-
about
After
like
several failed attempts.
after several failed attempts,
Yeah.
but
that's not like a brilliant tactician. That's
He-
just like someone
he
with
learns.
seniority that lucked into.
He does
it.
learn.
But what would you say about Ron? I mean, Ron Swanson, what, he just talks about wood and nails and hammers?
No,
Well,
Ron Swanson got
let's-
his job while actively saying he wasn't going to do his job.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
that
Kinda
is
fell into it.
like
He was so good.
that is actual talent.
Well, let's go ahead and bring up the answer for Ron from Real Bowser Dude, who says, Dwight may have weapons, but Ron's sheer manliness and strength gives him the win. He knocked a man out with one punch to the nose and survived a shot to the head.
That's true,
Not
he
about
did.
that, he did. Plus, Dwight's paranoia and gullibility are often his downfall, while Ron's only weakness is Tammy. Tammy 2. And Tammy 1, I guess.
Yep.
Well, Dwight actually was a twin, and he absorbed, in the show, absorbed that twin, and now he has the strength of a grown man and a little baby. So what do you say to that?
I mean, I think Ron Swanson's stronger than a grown man and a little baby, anyways.
And then your
Little baby. Yeah, he sounded real weird.
I mean, is that where you're gonna like make fun of my nasally voice?
When you two have become like that fucking line is drawn across right there. Like
It's literally here.
yeah, like,
Look how my posture is. I'm like
We're
leaning
both
far
like-
from him.
holy shit.
Oh my God.
So Dwight does have a lot of weapons.
Yeah, he has throwing stars, nunchucks.
None
But
is
he can't
good.
use
Disguises
them.
for everybody in the office.
Can he
Yes, yes, and also
I know
he knows
he-
karate.
I know he pepper sprays, what is it?
Roy.
At one point.
Yeah. He's tactical. He's fast. He protects the ones of the office because he is a volunteer deputy sheriff, and he believes he doesn't hate the system. He has a deep and abiding love for it.
Whereas Ron is the exact opposite. He hates the system.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. The only thing I feel like. So Ron is obviously very, versatile with guns. He got all that stuff. He knows a million skills and stuff like that. But I feel like Dwight's someone who's like always prepared for any situation. That's like his
Yeah.
thing. So like he's keeping some shit on him.
Ron
Right?
is too, though. There are moments in parks where something will happen and he'll run to like some random floorboard, rip it up, and take like a backpack out or something like that.
He does have a go bag, yeah.
But Dwight
very
hides he has weapons in the ceiling, in his desk drawer, taped underneath his desk, under the couch in the office. I mean, everywhere.
But in this circumstance, what they typically carry on them.
Yeah.
I
And he
feel like what they
and
carry.
he has a black belt in karate.
I feel like what they carry on them, Dwight would always have something. Like he's gonna have
Yeah.
pepper spray or something like that.
I mean, I know children with black belts in karate. It's not.
Well,
really
that's weird that you know children. Got him. Iced out. Iced this guy out.
I mean, yeah, sure. My bad for having cousins and shit.
Does any of your cousins have a black belt?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
No, I'm not.
Stop lying.
I'm not.
Prove it.
So I mean, he's only like 18 now, but he got it when he was very young, like 14 or something.
Well, then I bet he couldn't fight a grown man as a tiny little boy, like Dwight could, because he has the strength of a grown
fetus?
man and a little baby.
Like of a fetus. Like, what's the fetal strength?
Well,
like,
he literally when Dwight came out, he was 13 pounds, and he caused so much
I told
pain
you.
to his mother that she couldn't walk for 3 months. And he circumcised himself. You know how much pain that is?
You know how much pain that is?
I read the Nelson Mandela book. He gave himself his own.
Wait, real quick. If he has the strength of an adult man and a baby, do those add to each other, or is it like the average
the
between
average,
the
yeah.
two?
No, I think they
So he's got the
add
strength of,
to
like,
each
a
other
teenager.
because
he absorbed him.
he absorbed him.
yeah, I mean, he has the strength of a grown man.
So it's like
and
Naruto.
a small baby.
So
He's got
Yeah.
a baby
Oh, God.
sealed within
or like
him.
Death Stranding where they have the little baby. Hey, game quote.
There we go.
It wasn't a
Got him.
quote, but a reference.
She's like, I knew game. I did.
What's happening?
We're doing
Now we vote.
Still,
Is this the
So-
vote where we
Ron,
vote?
Ron.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to say finally, before you guys vote, Dwight has guns, nunchucks, brass knuckles, a sword, a gun, a .22 pistol.
These are fucking nothing. Sorry.
yeah.
Well,
He got shot in the head by like a real gun.
It was a shotgun, so it probably was just a BB, which is why he survived. Anyway,
yeah. I bet that
No, it wasn't a bee. It was a hunting rifle.
I think it was,
there is
They were
no
hunting.
way.
They were hunting quail or something like that.
That is absurd.
Quayle
If
used a
he got
shotgun.
shot in the head by an actual.
Yeah, it was a shotgun.
That's absurd.
Anyways.
Yeah. Once got
Dwight
shot in the
has a
head
lot-
by
Dwight
a
has a lot
shotgun
of
and
weapons.
survived.
Dwight
It's
has
probably
over-
just a piece of the buckshot. That's,
Yeah, but
Dwight has overcome many things.
if we're giving Dwight the baby sealed within him, giving him extra strength, I'm giving Ron shot in the head with a shotgun.
Okay, fine. He has baby seal in him, and he can fight.
baby seal in him.
He can do anything.
Kissed by a desert rose or something. Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's vote, starting with Chad. Who are you voting for?
This is difficult
No, it's not.
because
You already
better
know who
do
you're voting
what's
for.
right.
She's gonna
Think,
hurt me.
Who has better gifts?
Well, here's the thing. I like
Wait,
Ron
does.
Swanson more as a character.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hit you.
I know, but I do kind of.
Yep. Say.
I don't.
Just do what is
Just-
right.
It's my
What's on the
boy.
tip of your tongue? Go for it.
What's on the tip
That
of?
juicy mustache. That's what's on top. That's the tip.
Look at that.
Non-mustache.
I'm
Those
sorry.
eyes.
I'm sorry. I think Ron's gonna win.
No.
Well, we know Christina's vote,
Yeah.
right?
Dwight,
You're voting
all the way.
Ron.
Dwight, all the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Ron.
Ron. All right, let's
Oh, you went Ron too?
Yeah,
course I went
that's
Ron.
a fucking no-brainer.
let's go ahead and bring up the poll. See what you guys had to say.
Ron by a landslide.
Yep. Double.
Christina's face.
More than double. That might be one of the biggest
I
discrepancies we've ever
am
had.
so
Disparities.
disappointed in this nation.
That's fair.
We do technically broadcast worldwide.
I have no words. I'm just sad.
Hashtag
I'm sad and I'm mad and fuck you. There's going to be a revenge
What? Revenge for
going-
what?
because you betrayed me, and there's going
Don't
to be
forget,
revenge.
you have to watch Frasier now, too.
No, I'm gonna watch Frasier and probably just eat oatmeal
What?
because it's so boring and bland.
Yep.
Put some berries in it. Pretty good.
Oh, good. I could locate my probiotics.
Just add some orange juice too.
You actually just ate berries and oats the other day.
I did.
It was good, right?
You know what? Don't talk to me.
All right, so we got to decide on a new community death battle. I'm kind of tempted for it to just be you two. Who wins
Who
this
won
time?
the argument?
It's just
Yeah.
Amber and Christina. It's just The Office versus Frasier.
I know so much more, and am so. If you vote for me,
Fuck it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So the next community death battle.
Well, it shouldn't be a
Christina.
death battle. We don't want to be that.
Well,
like-
of a community death battle. Let's see who voted for
who
who.
would win and what though?
No,
Who
based
won
on,
this?
Based on your battle.
you're already losing by proxy.
I remember I have the moral high ground.
Let us know who you think won whatever the fuck happened this episode using hashtag
Oh,
Death
whose
Battle
argument
Cast.
was better? Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah. Mhm.
Just in general. Hashtag Death Battle Cast on Twitter. Let us know. We'll have a poll up on @Death Battle on Twitter, and we will find out next week.
This is
Gonna be good.
This has been fun. Also, revenge is bullshit. You can't get any
No,
revenge. You made me eat a goddamn ghost
Both
pepper
of
cheese
you,
ball.
revenge is on its way, and you will not know when it's coming because I'm going to act like Dwight and
Can
surprise
you revenge? Like, but I didn't really do anything.
No, you were just stupid. And it made me mad.
Okay, I guess that's fair enough.
It's bullshit.
Whatever makes
And
you
fuck
happy.
you.
Well,
Parks and Rec is better than The Office.
That's a fact.
thanks for being on the show, Christina.
Thank you so much. We'd love to have you back in the future to talk
Well,
shit about
once
The
you're
Office
done
more.
once you're done with Frasier, I'm done with The Office. We'll
We'll reconvene.
We'll do this.
Can't wait to show you how old I've aged after I watch that show.
Just coming, it's just gray. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.